At first, I was concerned that my mom wouldn't be outgoing and engaged with the activities here. She'd lived with us for a number of years. She's a very private person, but I was really shocked and pleasantly surprised that she engaged in all the activities here, and she loves the people here, and frankly, I think she's like a spark plug for the area here as well.
And honestly, one of my favorite things with new residents coming in, especially if, I've been warned that, they're not going to come out of their apartments and they're really, sort of walled off, is seeing them slowly come out of their shell and start to get engaged, coming into the hallway and start to sort of look around and feel the place. And eventually you find the connection points and then they're off and running, and seeing them just blossom is the greatest part of my job.
I'm Don Maselli, and I'm a resident of Ridgefield Station. I met Don Hale here, and we started a program together. We both had a perspective that was different. We could bring those two perspectives to bear on reporting to our fellow friends and residents. So we did a study of Vladimir Putin, and that was in the fall term. It's very stimulating. And again, you have a high level of intelligence in these residents.
My name is Annabelle Heffler, and I am a resident of Ridgefield Station. My husband and I have been in the music business for years. And I'm a professional singer myself, and I said, we have to have a chorus here. So we started a little group called the Stationettes. We get together once a month, and I plan a little program of different songs, different themes, and we have a wonderful time. Well, they encourage us to do anything we like to do. And a couple of our residents are terrific, very talented. We have painters, we have teachers, and one group, Barbara, that was here before, started a book club. We have another one who's a writer. She started a writing club. And we all get involved. It's great.
My name is Barbara Peterson Sinclair. When I was here, one of the things that I thought would go over well, because I had met several wonderful women who were interested in reading, and we talk about books and so on. So I made this suggestion, and I now have 10 members of the book club. And we've been in existence for several months. It seems to be working pretty well. I was alone for multiple times. And once I got here, there was a social interaction that occurred. And I found this to be a very positive thing.
I'm Scott Schulte. I'm the EnrichedLIFE director here at Ridgefield Station.
Cornelia Jones. I've been here almost since opening day, and I'm a very happy member of the family here.
Well, with the size of this particular building and our resident census, it's just right for really being able to go deep on certain programming. The news is one of the more popular programs we do, and it's just a chance to put together about 14 stories in a 30-minute period with a lot of forward momentum. It's active, it keeps their attention, and whether they already have heard about that story or not, it's either a chance to learn something new or to talk about something they already know about. And the idea is, let's get an engaged conversation about something. I particularly enjoy programming some of the smaller, more intimate kinds of programming, like poetry or writing, things where people can really kind of go deep a little bit and we can draw them out.
One thing I really appreciate here is the use of art for amusement, enrichment, and enjoyment. And we have a wonderful relationship with the quite well-known Aldrich Art Museum down the road. Once a month we meet via Zoom for the moment, and will be presented with the most bizarre looking thing on the screen, and she brings it to life, and oh, now I see what he's doing now. And I think people are beginning to not be as afraid of it as they were in the, oh, I can't paint, or oh, I can't draw, thinking that's all that is involved, which that's just the tip of the iceberg.
And it's contemporary art, which is challenging.
I appreciate the fact that Scott has pushed for that, so we keep it going. It's a wonderful group to work with, and you really learn a lot about a different type of world.
People don't change fundamentally. Everybody still wants to be loved. They want to learn. They want to do all the things you want to do the entirety of your life. I've seen places where they treat them almost like children, where you're talking to them like, you're not treating them like the intelligent adults they really are, and they need to be challenged. They want to be challenged.
My name is Jimena. I'm an activity and recreation assistant in Compass, and this is Lola. I call for a little affection, Lolita, and she loved that. She's one of the residents in Compass. And they're hungry to learn more. They're hungry to know the news. They're hungry to see what happened in the world. And we are responsible to bring the outside world to inside and show it to them. And I feel 100% responsible to these people show the world in a positive way.
I don't only work in senior living, I'm a son. My parents are in senior living in a different part of the country, and so I know it from both sides, and it's a process. And I confidently can tell people when they move in, it's going to take a while. And whenever you do anything that's a big change, it's not an easy thing to do, but just trust the process, let it come to you a little bit, and let us do our thing with encouraging you and knowing when to stay out of your way, and it's going to be okay.
Every time we come to visit her here, it's just a very easy situation. She always is relaxed. She's always friendly, calm. There never seems to be a problem. We can just enjoy our time together without worrying about whether the food is in the refrigerator, whether she's eating well, what's going on in her life. We know that the basic necessities and things that were occupying her time and our worry are all taken care of.
It really does give us a peace of mind that she's here being taken care of, and we can go on a trip whenever we have time to do that. But she is getting the care she needs, and the interaction with people is so important, and that's what she's getting here.